Hi, welcome to lesson 4 of tutorial 6, Polynomials. So we are going to discuss question 10. Express 6x squared plus 2x plus 4 over 4 minus x squared times 2 plus x as partial fraction. Okay? So to find the partial fraction, the first thing you need to determine is whether it is proper fraction or improper fraction. So check the highest degree for the polynomial at the denominator. So if you see here x squared and x, the highest degree is 3. And up here in numerator, the highest degree is 2, which makes this a proper fraction. Since this is a proper fraction, we can now identify the type of denominator. So if you see here 4 minus x squared, this looks like a quadratic, but can you factorize 4 minus x squared? So if you see 4 minus x squared is actually in the form of 2 squared minus x squared, then when you factorize, you will get 2 minus x and 2 plus x. So now, if we write the fraction, you will get 6x squared plus 2x plus 4 over 2 minus x, 2 plus x times 2 plus x. Now you see here 2 plus x and 2 plus x is actually the same factor. We can just combine the factor to be 2 minus x times 2 plus x squared. Now do you see the type of denominator? 2 minus x is the linear type and 2 plus x squared is the repeated linear. So what is the partial fraction form? Then if we have linear type denominator, the partial fraction is a over 2 minus x. Then a repeated linear, you would have b over 2 plus x and another one c over 2 plus x squared. So the next step, we are going to equate the denominator. So write back 6x squared plus 2x plus 4 over 2 minus x, 2 plus x squared. Okay, here we have our partial fraction form. So we want to have the denominator the same as on the left side, which is 2 minus x and 2 plus x squared. So to equate denominator, let's check the denominator at a. So we have a over 2 minus x. So then a have to multiply with 2 plus x squared. And then for b per 2 plus x, we already have the denominator 2 plus x. So we want to have denominator 2 plus x squared and 2 minus x. So b multiply with 2 minus x and 2 plus x. So how about c? The denominator at c is 2 plus x squared. Then c has to multiply with 2 minus x. Then we can have the same denominator as on the left side, 2 minus x and 2 plus x squared. So when you have the same denominator, then what can you do is compare the numerator. So we are going to write back Alright, so next task is to find the value of A, B, and C. There are two methods to find A, B, C. The first method is by compare the coefficient, and the second method is by substitution. And I will choose the second method by substitution. So for substitution, think of a value of x. When you substitute in this equation, it will eliminate one or more unknowns. For example, if I substitute x equals to -2, this will be 0. This part will be 0. This part will be 0. And I will eliminate A and B. So I will choose x, -2. When x equals to -2, substitute in the equation on both sides. Okay, A times with 0, B also 0, and we only left with C. C is 2 plus 2. Then if you solve this equation, you would have 24 equals to 4C, then C equals to 6. So how about another value of x? What value of x that you can choose so that you can eliminate one unknown? So the next value I would choose x equals to 2. So when x equals to 2, substitute 2 in the equation. So we have here A times 2 plus 2. How about B? B times 0 and C also 0. Then you left with A only. So 32 equals to 16A. Then we have A equals to 2. Okay, now we have value of A and C. So the next step is to find value of B. So we can choose any value of x except for 2 and -2. So I will choose x equal to 0. So when x equal to 0, substitute in the equation. You have 4 equals to A times 2 squared plus B times 2 plus C times 2. And you can substitute in the value of A and C. Then we can solve for B. -16 equals to 4B, then B equals to -4. Now we have all the values A, B, C. Substitute back in the partial fraction. So A equals to 2, so 2 per 2 minus x. B equals to -4, then -4 per 2 plus x. And C equals to 6 plus 6 per 2 plus x squared. Done. So that is how we find a partial fraction. So remember, to find a partial fraction, first step is to identify whether the fraction is proper or improper fraction. And then after that, you check the type of denominator. We have 3 types of denominator: linear, repeated linear, and quadratic that cannot be factorized. If you can factorize the quadratic, it means that it's a linear factor. So that's it. The next task for you is to do question 11, 12, and 13. So that's all for tutorial 6. Good luck.